So if I told you you could beautify your landscape in one easy step, no digging, no trenching, no wiring, no plugs, no timers, nothing. Just take beautiful lights and put them anywhere you want outdoors. Instantly they will come to life, whether you mount them on a wall or put them flat on the ground or stake them in the ground. You'd be interested, right? If I could give you that sense of beauty, that sense of comfort and warmth that comes along with putting light on anything, you'd go for it, right? Well, we've done it with a slam dunk today's special. Over 1 million, we just went over 1 million in our last show, and I'm really excited about that. Over 1 million sold here at HSN. We are over 11,000 already spoken for sets of these today. You are going to get 10. We've never done that, we've kind of supersized it. We've never done this before because everybody that orders the 6-pack or the 4-pack wants to get more. So we did a 10-pack. We dropped the price from retail. If you get them from retail, which you can't even find some of our colors at retail, you'd have to pay $60. We normally will do $49, which you see down there on the thing. We're doing them at $39.95. If you want to break up the payments, it's only $6.66. What makes these so special? It's really the shape of them and the way they're made and what they're made of. First of all, these are made with 304 stainless steel. Lou will tell you about that when he comes online with us in a sec. That means they're virtually indestructible. You could put these outside. And then inside, and I'll move over to this one right here because this is a different one, but inside, there are a dozen, it's hard to see because this one's got the light on it, maybe go down a little lower. There are a dozen of those LEDs built in. LED sips power, and LED does not get hot like incandescent bulbs or halogen bulbs. Bane of my existence, replacing bulbs in solar and regular lights, wired lights. I can't stand it. They're expensive as all heck. You got to use gloves and like pliers to get them in. You'll never have to worry about these burning out because they run cool. They're built to last. You have your choice of colors today. All right, let me fix that one. You have your choice of colors. The one that Lou and I have kind of loved, and I just like stainless steel, I like the clean look of it. It sparkles during the daytime. You're gonna get 10 of the stainless. If you want a color, I have them in colors of black, I have them in bronze, I have them in white, and I have them in copper. And again, here's one of the lights. The beauty is, you can lay it on the ground this way. You never have to touch it. Once you turn on the on switch on the back, you never deal with it again. When the sun goes down, it turns on. Not only it, but 9 of its buddies will all turn on in your property. You can mount it this way. You can put it on a post because one of our brilliant customers said, why don't you put a little keyhole in it so you can hang it? You can hang it on a wall. So if you've got an outdoor patio and you want to have light there, it just needs to get a little sun throughout the day. You can leave them outside, bring them in if you want to light up a party inside when we're back to getting together. But for $39.95, it's the best value we've ever done on these, and I'm telling you, you will love them. You lay them on the ground, you can stake them. They come with little stakes, so if you want to stake them to keep them more permanent, you can do that, but most people just put them on the ground. You can put them on the grass. Look at that, they're so low profile, you don't have to worry about running them over or hitting them with your weed whacker. They're beauty, safety, and very important to security all in one. I love seeing lights in a house lit up at night. When you go away on vacation, isn't it nice to know that light is turning on and off on your property and lighting up your landscape? Because if I'm a bad guy, I go to the dark house to steal before I go to the house with all the lights on it. It's a brilliant, literally a brilliant way to be able to light your home. And the light that comes off is gorgeous. It's not spotlight, it's beautiful, it's strong, but it's a beautiful subtle light that you will love for your accent lighting. And here with us back again, our today's special guest, amongst many other things, our good friend, Mr. Lou Caputo in the Lou Caputo studio. Welcome back, Lou.
Good to be back, guys. This is exciting today. We went over really 1 million lights. That's amazing.
Yeah, pretty awesome. And not just any light, because Lou, I know you're like me. I have gone through, I've run the gamut of lights. Regular wired lights where you have to wire them, dig trenches. You have to, you can't go over a sidewalk because it's a wire. I went through the cheapo solars that don't last but one season that are made of plastic.
Yeah.
I mean, Bell and Howell really hit it out of the park with this set of lights.
No, they did. And you know what? I'm kind of getting to that age right now where if there's an easier way to do something, I'm there. You know what I mean? That's good for me. And these are a DIY project that's going to give you instant gratification. You can stake these in the ground in just moments, put them on your fence post, put them anywhere that you want to, but you get results instantly. What I love about these, though, and this is something that you can only get here at HSN, it is absolutely exclusive, the 12 LEDs that you see right there. And these aren't just any LEDs. These are what they call SMD LEDs. That stands for Surface Mount Device LED, which means what? Puts out a ton of light, uses very little power, which is why these will stay on all night long. Now, you see the solar collector inside of this is absolutely massive in the center there. The batteries are sealed. You never have to replace them, so they're always going to be working. I love that they've got these screws mounted around here. Makes them look very, very industrial. And you mentioned that these are 304 stainless steel. Now, that's a really big deal, because a lot of times when you buy solar lights, Guy, and you know this, they're metal. Well, what kind of metal are they? Because lots of types of metal rust. 304 stainless steel, not going to happen. It is not going to corrode. And what's awesome about these is that no matter what color you get, even the new ones, the gold or the white, they're all 304 stainless steel underneath. So that's another thing that Bell & Howell has done for a bit out there. By the way, Bell & Howell, been around for over 110 years. Yeah. They've won Academy Awards for advancements in lighting, because remember way back when they used to make projectors, they used to be very heavily involved in film, so they know a little something about lighting, and they've just been advancing the ball down the field all these years.
Bell & Howell is a best friend of anybody that has a honey-do list, I will tell you that right now, because they make things so easy, and that's one of the reasons I love this. Hey, listen, we're all doing lots of jobs around the house, right? We're trying to get things fixed up, and that is one of the things that will be positive will come out of this, is the fact that we got our home area cleaned up. We've learned to kind of live together. You know, we all kind of separated for a while. We're all over the place. Hopefully at the end of all this, you know, everything will come back to somewhat normal, and we'll be enjoying our lives full out. But for now, the lights just went out. Look at how beautiful this lights up. So I want you to imagine, we're indoors right now, and these are really sensitive because I still have light on in here. There's a difference in quality between the cheapo lights where it has to get pitch black to turn on and the ones that trigger on at dusk. That's the ones you want. I mean, that's the ones I have at my house. I have the 4-pack of these at my house, and they go on right at dusk. I don't have to wait till it gets pitch black. But this gives you an idea of the kind of light that this shows up, right? You don't see anything on the ground. You just see that beautiful light come up. So if you're putting this up against the house, or if you're putting this in around your hedges, Lou's got lots of great ideas. You want to put it on your mailbox. Remember, you can mount them this way, or I could put them up that way. So yeah. I could put them any way I want. There's a lot of versatility with these lights, but remember, they're reliable. There's no babysitting. Once you turn that switch on, you'll never have to touch them again unless you want to move them somewhere. You have the ability to just lay them on the ground, or we're giving you the stakes to stake them in. A lot of people do that just because they're like, those are going to be permanent. I don't want the kids, when they're playing, to kick them around. So you can do that. Another big reason we love the low profile, they're not going to get run over or kicked or broken. I've broken more lights cutting the grass just by running the mower into it, because the stake that's attached to the old ones, it's cheap. It breaks so easily because they know you're going to buy more. I'm honestly, you know, when I first bought solar lights, I looked for metal stakes and nobody had them. It's like, well, that's because that would make sense. You don't need them with these. They will go absolutely anywhere. $39.95 is $10 off our price. If you want to get them even cheaper today, get a brand new HSN credit card. We'll put $10 in your account, excuse me, $20 in your account. I forgot it's 20, to make them $19.95. And everybody gets that who gets approved, and you're gonna get approved. You more than likely get approved right now. So, and here's another good deal. Normally you have 30 days to try these and you can return them if for whatever reason you don't like them. We've upped that to 90 days. You can have these all of April, all of May, all of June. And if in the beginning of July comes and you're like, you can return them. You won't do that. You'll probably be trying to return the ones that you bought at the home store that are made of plastic because they don't work as well. And Lou, another big deal, if you could talk to for a sec, is that LED. So much different than incandescent or halogen bulbs. I mean, you can count on it. You don't burn yourself. It doesn't steam when it rains, right?
Oh, and that's the thing about LED lights, is they last so much longer than any of the incandescent bulbs that are out there. And they don't get hot. And like halogen bulbs you were talking about earlier, Guy, that if you touch them and the oils from your skin gets on them, they're going to burn out. Not the case with these. These are some of the easiest, less fuss lights that you've ever seen before. Turn them on one time with that switch, set them out, and forget that they're there. The only time
All right, Lou, I'm moving over. I'm doing what we call my lifestyle walk here, Lou. I'm moving from over there to over here. I'm trying to give you different options of how to use them. And by the way, if you want to charge these up during the day, because you're getting 10. So if you want to use 6 outside and you want to use 4 to bring inside, like when we are getting together, or maybe you're with your family and you're out on the patio and you're like, I want to put lights on the covered patio. You could do that. They don't need any power to run at night. They just need to be outside during the day. So you can bring them in and you can put them in here. We're going to lower our lights so you'll see. Watch how these come to life. Look at that. Remember when I was talking to you about how sensitive they are? That's how quickly they kick in, because look at, this is all lit up back here behind it. Normally, regular solar lights will not light up unless it's really dark. These are easily triggered. You have a big panel in the middle, monocrystalline panel, solar panel, which will soak up juice from the sun all day. You never have to turn them on. And when you go away on vacation, what's nice is you still have, there's somebody there turning the lights on. Yeah. Right? You don't have to worry about that. So you get, a lot of people just think about beauty and warmth. I think about security. I mean, Lou, if you walk by 4 houses and 3 of them are lit up outside and 1 isn't, if I'm a bad guy, I'm like, nobody's home. So you get that security to go with it as well.
Well, and it's security and safety, and I say that because these are so versatile, you can use them in all different ways. For instance, look at the staircase that I've got over here next to me. You can see that I've got one on every single step going down here, okay? So no one's going to trip down these stairs, and I'll turn the lights down here in just a moment so you can see that. I've actually got them on top of the fence post right here, on top of the railings. I love that because it can do a demarcation of your property line. What about for the mailbox? We have them on the ground. Yep, we're using them horizontally, but also with that keyhole vertically right here, so people coming down the street can actually see that. Or you can do the standard, and you can put it down on the ground in your flower beds along your driveway, your pathways, all those different places. I'm going to run back to my desk real quick because I want to show you how I can turn the lights off in here. And watch, Guy was talking about how sensitive they are. Watch this. Boom. They're going to come on instantly. And I have light sneaking in behind me too, but you can just see the amount of light that these throw off here. Look at that, how beautiful that looks. Look at the beautiful picture that you're getting with this. And if I go back to the mailbox over here, you're gonna see, now Guy, look at this.
Wow.
I mean, how gorgeous does this look over here?
Look at the light on the post, look at that.
Yeah, I mean, it's coming all the way up to the other light over here. Same thing here on the railings, you can see that. It's uplighting, and that's a big difference from traditional solar lights. Traditional solar lights, they throw the light out on the ground, they give you this really pretty little circle. You know what I mean? And that's about it. This is going to uplight anything. Look at the shelves behind me here, right by our graphics, and you can see, boom, right here, how beautiful that is to put it behind something or even inside. You were talking earlier how you're indoors, I'm indoors right now. They still work. As long as they charge outside, there's no reason why you can't use these for parties. In fact, let me go back over here one more time to the desk because I want to show you one of my favorite things, Guy, and you know I love this. For parties, it's my little party trick. Use it as a coaster. Look at how great that looks right there.
What?
Isn't that cool?
That's awesome. Look
at that.
See, that's a reason to bring them inside. Charge them up during the day and use them as coasters inside. I would love that, especially if you've got if your drink is, if you're drinking one of those crazy martinis and it's red and pink and all. That's really, it's an extra benefit. We're finding new uses every day. All right, if you want to get them, I want to show everybody, I'm going to show them the colors one more time. So this is stainless. When you order, you're going to get 10 of them. You know what's funny is I was thinking about this, and Lou, you know this too. When you buy, Lou brought up a good point, is that regular solar lights just shine down, right? So they light up in a little circle. They're beautiful, don't get me wrong. But most people will want to they buy solar spotlights, which are really, really hard to configure, first of all. And they're really expensive. Like you'll buy 2 solar spotlights, you'll spend $40 on 2 solar spotlights. We've got 10 of these for $39.95, and that's exactly what they do. And you can configure them, like, when they're on the ground, you could lean them any way you want. Remember, because they have the little keyhole in the back, you can hang them up on a wall. So maybe you want to put them behind your shrubs, right, against the wall, so that they're shining through. I mean, that would be really, really cool. You could do that. So if you had a picture window above and a shrub line, mount them against the wall, so make sure they're getting some sun, but mount them there. Or you can put the little screws in, leave them on the ground during the day, and pop them on at night. You could change them around. The nice thing is we're giving you 10. We were calling this our supersize of this because normally we've done 4-pack, 6-pack, 8-pack. We're doing 10 today because everybody that orders always wants more. And we figured, you know what, for that price, and one shipping, you know, not buying more and I'm gonna pay shipping over and over, one cost for shipping only $5.50, you'll get all these. Stainless steel, very popular. Lou and I like this one just because we like the cleanliness and clean look, and plus during the daytime, they kind of sparkle, so they're kind of cool when the sun does hit them. Although most of the time when they're on the ground, you don't even see them. But if it does matter to you, I also have them in bronze. That's a really great color. This is white, so if you've got a white house or a picket fence or something and you just want to match it, you could do that. Copper, which is universal. Everybody loves the charm of copper. And if you really want them to be no-see-ums, you can actually put them on the ground in black and you'll barely even see them. Over 12,000, over 1 million sold. We went over the 1 million mark in our last hour, which makes me very excited about that, because you know that's a real mark to hit, to get over 1 million. You mount them this way, or you mount it this way, because remember we got the little keyhole in the back. So you can use them horizontally or vertically, totally up to you. When you put them on the ground, if they're on the grass, they virtually disappear because you know your grass comes up like that, so you won't even see them, all right? You could put them on your mulch. As long as they get some sun during the day, you're gonna get 6 to 8 hours of run time, which is plenty. Most people aren't up till 3 o'clock in the morning worried about their lights, so you're gonna get that great look. But literally, you know, if it's getting dark at 7, you're gonna have these things well through the night. They're gonna be lit up, they're gonna be beautiful. And when people drive up to your property, they're gonna be like, whoa, they must have had a landscaper come in and install professional lights. You're gonna be like, no, I dealt these out like cards. I just winged them out on the yard, they're perfect. And I love, Lou, that you could put them anywhere. A lot of regular solar light configurations have to be in one location.
Oh, yeah.
You can move these from place to place. You bring them inside for a party when we're partying again, which we will do, folks. Don't worry, we will. You know, Lou and I have been in this business for a very, very long time. We've watched and seen a lot of things happen, but we've always specialized sort of in the home category. And so it's ironic, you know, that here we are, we're all spending a lot of time at home, which I think is, in many ways, is a good thing. We try to look for the positive. I know a lot of you are getting bored and getting a little crazy, but you're doing things you maybe never did before. You're knocking things off the list you never did. Maybe you're renewing friendships, and friendships you never, you know, high school friendships, because we've got time. So a lot of positive can come from it. We just got to get through this part. And something like this, it just makes life a little bit easier and a little more enjoyable. And it gives you something to look forward to. I love when somebody knocks at the door and brings me something, Lou.
Oh, me too. Yeah, me too, absolutely. Oh, and this is like an instant gratification project, and I love that as well, because, you know, yes, we all want to work on things and do things right now while we have the time, but the other side of the coin is, man, I don't want to spend all day necessarily doing something. And if you take on the task of putting in low voltage lighting, that's what we're talking about right here. Lots of wires, you're hiring an electrician, you're spending a ton of money, and that's just a chore. What you were talking about a second ago, Guy, I'm going to drop this down here. This is one of your traditional solar lights right there, okay? And if you look at that guy, first of all, the collector on this one is so tiny. You can see that right there. It's a little tiny solar collector, but you know why? It only has one bulb, so it doesn't need to collect a lot of light because it doesn't put out a lot of light. Ours has the 12 SMD LEDs built into it there with that 304 stainless steel around it, and that's why it has a massive solar collector. But to your point, I can stake this one into the ground. As you see, I got the stake right there. I can use it flat. I can mount it vertically. This guy right here, it's only going to go one way. It's got to be like that. Yeah. There's no other options with this.
Yeah, and, and you know what, Lou? And when you stake that one into the ground with the plastic stake it comes with, that's the first thing that breaks when you hit it with the lawnmower.
Every time. Every time.
I've got to, Lou, I'm such a dork sometimes. I got to just make sure I correct myself on colors, because Lou, you know the one that we're calling bronze, which is this one. It's just, I said copper because, come on, people.
Oh, that looks
looks like copper. But let me correct everybody. So this is gold here. This is white. I'm doing this for my benefit as well as yours, but this is white. This we're calling bronze. Even though it's copper colored, we're calling it bronze, and then we have it in black, and then we have it in stainless. So this one is bronze, this one is gold, and they're all beautiful. It doesn't really matter what you call it, they're gorgeous. The item number is 685872 if you want to order these. When you order, we will give you 10. The price goes away at midnight, goes up 10 bucks. So get them now. We already have over 1,100 people that just picked it up in the last 7 minutes. They're really going fast. So if you love a color right now, although I'll be honest, even if you don't get the color you want, it doesn't matter. The color is really the light that comes up from them, and it is beautiful. But You have 90 days to use these before you have to make your decision. We've extended our warranty or our return policy from 30 up to 60 up to 90. So there's no hurry. Get them home, use them around the house, use them indoors, use them outdoors. Just remember, when you use them indoors, you got to charge them outside. So you want to keep 4 of them out on your patio and then bring them in at night, because you want lovely decorative lighting, and maybe your flameless candles keep burning through batteries. This is great because the sun is paying for that. Because you put it outside, the sun pays for it. A lot of people do that. They use 6 outdoors and they put 4 right on their, they can even put them on their windowsill, because they will charge on a windowsill as long as they're getting sun. But Lou, I will tell you, Bell & Howell, I love that company. They've been with us a long time. They're reliable. They built a quality product. And you know, a big thing too, Lou, and I've said it and I'll say it again, I love LED for these particular lights versus halogen. Halogen lights, I mean, everybody has had a light outside that's wired and it's halogen bulb, and when it rains or snows, it steams because it's burning. It uses an element that creates heat. That glow comes from actually metal that's glowing. It's hot. LED is a different technology. Not only will it last longer, but to me, I think it's a safer bet because it's not going to burst or pop, or it doesn't use heat to generate that light, Lou.
No, and if you've ever stepped on a recessed halogen bulb, you know what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? You're going to jump because they do get crazy hot.
They're burning hot, Lou. They're burning hot.
Yeah. These guys aren't going to get hot. And you know, again, no batteries replaced. They do use the power of the sun, so they're always going to be bright. They're always going to have enough power to last through the night. And the other thing that people ask me, are they water resistant? Which seems kind of silly, because you would think, well, yeah, they are, you know, they are outdoor lighting. So just to show you, take a look right here as I spray this water on them. You can see, first of all, they're really bright. It creates a really cool effect with that spray. But these, look at that. The light's still on. They still look great. You don't have to worry about that at all. And then the other thing to remember is just look at the way we've got them used. I've got some here that are mounted vertically. We've got the ones here that are horizontal. I've got some on the shelf behind me right there. Many, many ways you could use these guys. Many ways.
And everyone is lit. You know, you ever get once in a while when we do things on our sets and you get the one stickler that won't turn on? Well, that's a testament to the quality of them, because as I said before, I want my solar lights to turn on at dusk, not when it's pitch dark, because dusk can be a dangerous time when you're walking up and down stairs out on your patio. You got a patio that's got 8 or 9 stairs, right? It can be dangerous. You need the light that you can count on. And you can see this is all lit up back here, our background. These are still lit because that trigger is sensitive. That costs more. It's a better made product. So you're getting great quality. And Lou, look at the light. So, and I'll move this a little bit, move it back and show you. You can see the light as it comes forward. You know, you can adjust that as you want. This is blocking out the light in the back, which is helping these to stay lit, because it's pretty bright right here. But even that, you see kind of that halo effect. So if you put these up against a wall, or if you put these up against, near shrubs, they're gonna light up the shrub, not light down the dirt. They're gonna light up the shrub.
It's uplighting.
Exactly right.
And that's the big difference. So if you have the shrubs, if you have anything architectural, a wall, potted plants, anything like that, I love the way you got them on the wall right there.
Isn't that great? It's like artistic.
It's really cool.
Right? I love, you can make a smiley face out of them, Lou. Right? Right? I mean, you can do whatever. You can make a frowny face if you want to, but don't do that. We have enough reason for that. Make it a happy face. Do something, Lou, more than anything else, light, and I won't get too, philosophical here, but light forever has been a sense of security, a sense of warmth, just like fire, cooking, all that, you know what I mean? And so I think at this time in our world, we're finding that the basic things of life are still there. You know what I mean? The sun is still coming up and going down. Our kids are still growing. We still have access to many things. We're being super duper careful. What's wonderful about this is it's basically just light, and light always makes us feel good. Whether we put it on the wall, put it on the ground, flick it on with a switch, or turn it on in our cars, we always find the way when we have light, and that's what's wonderful about this. And light that's gonna last them, Lou, season after season after season. This is not a one and done. This is not what we call an annual. This is a perennial, to use my Gardening with Guy talk.
Yeah, no, and I think you're absolutely right about that. The only time I see people buying these again is when they want to add more to their set. So think out of the box with these. Don't just think I have to use them like traditional solar lights. Think about the other places you could use them, Guy. Maybe as a coaster, maybe on the mailbox, fence posts, shelves. I mean, so many different ways that you can use these. Buy more than one set and enjoy them.
Your coaster idea has just got me, bro.
Right?
That is so smart. It's so funny. But think about it, Lou. Hey, Lou, you could have a beautiful piece of art, right? A glass sculpture that you love, that's beautiful during the day, and at nighttime you bring in one of your lights and you put it under like this beautiful, it could be your crystal. Lou, you could put 2 of these in your crystal cabinet, you know, if you've got Waterford and things like, I mean, you could really, there's so many uses you could use these for because they lay flat. They play nice with everybody else. You know, the other ones don't because they stick up out of the ground. And I'm not, well, listen, we're gonna carry those types of solar lights. They're a whole different category because those solar lights light up ground, they're for ground cover. Right. These ones are uplighting. It's a whole different thing. And for those of us out there that want simplicity, whether you're putting them on a shelf or you're using, down here, we have one on the ground right here, just in like our little garden setting.
I love that.
It's really beautiful. And to give you an idea, it's light in here and it's still lighting because of the shade that's coming from the sculpture. It's still lighting up. We'll give you a close-up of it, and you can see it's trying to, it's bright in there and it's still working. You cannot beat the trigger on these. They really are sensitive, and that's what you want. You know, you don't want to have to go, you don't have to wait till it's literally, the moon comes out and your lights go off. You don't want that. You want one that's going to work whenever you want. You want to be able to count on it, and that's what you get from Bell and Howell, Lou.
Yeah, no, that's exactly what you can count on them. You know they're going to work. And remember, you're getting 10 of the stakes with these when you buy them as well. So they're 2 pieces. Don't panic when you see them in the box like this and you're like, oh my gosh, what's going on? It's like tab A fits into slot B kind of deal. We just line them up and you do that. And there's your stake, and then they just fit into the holes on the bottom of each one of the lights. Remember, you've got that keyhole as well, but boom, there you go. Look how quickly I did that. So this is one of those projects, Guy, that you're gonna get done really quickly and enjoy it for years to come.
And I like this, I like the ability to have the stakes because a lot of people wanna keep them, they wanna put them in the ground permanently, and they wanna leave them there for some of them, you know, and you're gonna get 10. So you're getting a lot of lights to start out. Hey, listen, my producer has been reminding me, and I've been remiss in listening to him, about how busy we are right now, which means if you can go to hsn.com and place your order or use the app, or if you've got some other way, your remote control or whatever, I just don't want you sitting there waiting. Everybody is ordering these. And I mean, literally, there's so many people that are ordering right now. My worry is I'm not gonna be able to get them. I am so buying 10 of these. I'm gonna buy them because I'm gonna use 4 of them as coasters because Lou's so smart. I love that idea. But Lou, you haven't been to my house, but you know where I live. And my property, I have a patio, and I've got tons of flowers from my gardening show out there. Tomatoes, all that. But at nighttime, I don't have any real light out there. I have a couple of wired lights over where my barbecue grill is, but I don't have any patio lights. I'm gonna put all of them out on my patio. And I can put them like on the posts, I can put them on top.
Oh yeah.
When you have 10, you don't have to be stingy. You can put them anywhere you want.
Well, you got to make sure that when all this is over, you have me over and I'll show you how to use it as a coaster. I will demonstrate.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I was walking. I wasn't listening to you, Lou. Sorry, buddy. I was walking over here. Not because I don't think what you're saying is important. I'm running all over the place. Lou, you're amazing.
Thanks,
before I wrap you up, I just want to go through colors one more time, and then we'll say goodbye to Lou until his next show. So you get 10. It's the biggest configuration. It's a supersized configuration. It's huge in your choice of stainless. This is called gold. This is called white. The one that looks like copper is called bronze, because I called it copper before. That's bronze. And then this one is kind of a gunmetal. Everybody is going to get 10 of these. If you buy them today, you'll get $10 off. The price changes at midnight. If you want to use your HSN credit card, if you get one for the first time, we'll give you $20 off your first item. That would make these $19.95, $685-872. If you want to buy a set of these for, maybe for Dad for Father's Day, it'd be the easiest Father's Day chore he ever had. Lou, thank you so much, my friend. We're going to see you very, very soon. Appreciate you, buddy.
You're welcome, guys. See you later.
The Caputo Studio?
Yeah.
Come on.
Caputo
you look like you're right over there.
Yeah, I know, right?
Thank you, Lou.
All right, man.
All right, we're going to be joining Lou a little bit later. Coming up a little bit later, too, I want to just mention what we've got coming up. We're going to move into the flower section of this program. You know how much I love my flowers. Gardening with Guy, 8 to 10, Fridays, you know that.